to you guys having just successfully resurrected your good friend and ally, Bat Bayar.
Yes.
All right.
Has he
Is
found
he-
his voice again?
How is he? Is he wise now? Is he a different class? Is he a monk now?
No, I
Is
don't
he a
remember it.
cleric?
As soon as I came back, I don't remember heaven so much anymore. The last fleeting moment was being bitten in half, so I'm...
You don't remember heaven?
Well, like, it went away.
Yeah.
And therefore, like...
What?
Don't you know that heaven is a place on Logos?
Oh God. Yeah, he lost that time.
It's literally not, though. it's literally an actual place that's not on Logos.
That's pretty bogus.
But yeah.
No, I said Logos.
Pocus?
Bungo.
Where's Cesare?
He's in Viven. He runs Viven now.
Wow, I missed a lot.
The amazing traveling
also-
accent.
You also have adopted a Vivenese. I guess that's right. You have a Vivenese accent. You have a weird blended one.
Yes.
Why he does and no one else does, I don't know. I never will know.
I mean, we can assume that we all are using some form of accent, but just not actually.
Yeah.
I mean, if
That
you
would
notice,
sound terrible.
Is that
was-
true?
Probably problematic.
It was because
It's
it was
always okay to be racist against Italians.
it was because when I rolled Vet by R, I didn't know what the Vietnamese accent was. I just had this accent.
It was fantasy.
It's like a blend of Borat and Italian.
if you notice, I've used a regular American accent pretty much for everybody for people who live in Lowtown.
Yeah, because they
For Hightowners,
Americans.
I've used the more Viennese sounding one.
Because they're pompous.
Well, it's just different ways of speaking
Style.
the same language.
So Bad Buyer is just copying a Hightown dialect.
Yeah, and by that same token, Pascal's purposely adopts the Lowtown dialect because he finds the Hightown dialect pretentious.
Because he likes to do class role play.
Ooh.
That may have been part of it at one point.
How? You don't think that's...
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah, it's all so that he can like assuage his rich person guilt.
Ah,
Damn.
damn.
I mean, his life was changed forever when he read his dad's book.
How to eat a jalapeno really fast.
No, the Rich and Eben's Burden.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
55 recipes for jalapeno poppers by
I mean, I'd buy that.
not Rodrigo. What was his name?
Carmine.
Carmine Fatazo. Number 1 recipe: eat it immediately, and then some cheese, and then some hot oil.
This was his
Just
first
chug
and
the
last
oil
book before his death.
Yeah, he was testing that recipe. The oil was too hot.
I made a mistake.
That was
Let
his
me,
last words in that exact cadence too.
I made a mistake. 3 out of 5 stars.
Never again will I read arcane Reddit.
Dead. So yeah, Batfire stands in among you. Batfire, you are greeted, or rather, Batfire is
I
greeted.
will be right back. I'm sorry. I heard a noise.
Oh no.
But yeah,
Oh, no,
Batfire
there's-
is pretty much exactly the same as he was when he got
Died.
dead, except he is no longer 10 feet tall. He's
Yeah.
returned to his former height and dimensions of
What?
8 foot tall and 1850 pounds.
That's so sad.
He no longer has antlers either.
What?
Oh.
Return to
Antlers.
sender.
That's easily
Factory reject. This is the wrong Batfire. Get rid of this man.
Got a little twink Batfire. Fuck.
I
A
mean,
little.
that's I guess a relative term. Batfire is still freaking stacked. It's just
No.
I know, but it's not the
No,
same.
this isn't a stacked Batfire.
Stack
look-
Fire.
Yeah.
I don't look like I came out of a Ghibli movie.
Yeah, one of
I love
those.
Yeah, antlers. I see.
All right, send him to the glue factory.
Ah! No!
One of these sawmills is secretly a glue factory.
Please don't.
The saw cuts horses.
I don't want. I may look like half horse, but I'm also half man. Don't
I
kill
mean,
me.
you have a
Yeah.
stockyard, so
But you're zero antler. So
Well, I mean, if we just,
excuse me.
if we just cut off the horse half,
can we get him stilts?
Can you get him stilts?
Like high heels but for hooves.
Oh yeah, just a really tall horseshoe
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
really tall one. 4 foot.
platform horseshoe.
4 foot
God damn
platform horseshoe. And then a little antler hat on top of that.
Oh.
this
There's
is
myths
good.
about this man. People are going around talking about the mythical warrior Badbayar, 10 foot
Yeah.
tall with antlers inspired fear into everyone.
we got his
can't
antlers.
We can't roll out this tiny Badbayar and be like,
Don't we have his antlers? We
Do
could
we have
fashion him a hat.
Put on his head, like
"It's not that-"
He could just
Glue on
have a
his head.
Kabuto with antlers.
No, guys. You really
That would
worried
be
about
cool. That'd be so cool.
why?
Like a samurai helmet with those things on it. Oof.
Why
It's
is
too bad the enlarged person spell doesn't work on. I guess the big wasn't part of his soul.
No, it was not. Wait, god damn it.
When he was dead, he didn't envision himself as big or with antlers.
I don't.
You could have envisioned anything. You could have envisioned yourself as 50 feet tall in the soul realm, and then if you got brought back, you would have been 50 feet tall.
Would that?
I envisioned
Really?
myself with the perfect ass, and here we are.
Yeah, see, Kasumi could do it. Look at her
Is that-
butt.
Is that how that works?
Yes.
Dang it, I missed out.
1
I could have
second.
been. I could have been tall.
Yeah.
Or
No, don't say taller. You're for a centaur small.
oh yeah.
He's short, but
Why?
not small. Yes, he's still really quite broad. And really not really that. I'm sorry. Too short.
Was Gadaris around when Badbayar was doing things? Yes. Yes, he was. He didn't know him very well because that was in a time where he was really particularly much at the party.
Oh yeah. I guess you're right.
Well, hello, my name is Gulpo Fignewton.
Oh, Golden Fig knew it.
I'm a Vivanese consultant helping the Sada.
Really? In
Yes.
what way? What do you do?
Business.
What kind of business?
Just general business. Sometimes I gotta get down and dirty and grapple people to the ground. That's a kind of business. Other times, I gotta have sex with them. Another kind of business.
What? What?
2 kinds of business.
What? What?
Anyway, the
Yeah,
name
right.
is Gulpo Fignewton. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. It's always nice meeting new people when you come back from the.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I got killed by
A big rat. Goopy rat.
that's what happened last time.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
But at least I didn't cost you all your lives.
No,
Alright.
you did the opposite. You really stepped up and saved our bacon there.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Well, Gonna take a hot second for my rage to come back
Oh.
towards the
Rage.
Shogun.
Your rage?
Oh.
Your rage towards the Shogun? Aren't you? Because I have a
What?
question.
Yes.
You were sworn to serve Sada till death, and you died. So,
But
do you
what's
hate
next?
the Shogun, or were you just serving Sada?
I was serving Sada. It's all
So
in my
you
book.
don't have. I know. I read your book. It was great.
Thank you.
Second, just gotta click the bluff button real quick. Okay.
For
Well-
no real reason.
it's
It's still a 27.
hard to believe because it's hard to envision Gadara's reading a book, but still. Okay, so then why would you be mad at the Shogun?
He killed my father?
Oh, that makes
Well,
sense. People do hate it when you kill their father.
Yes.
Like
And
me, I would also hate that.
Oh, did your father get killed by the Shogun?
No, because I was in Viven, remember?
Oh,
Gulpo Fignuden Vivenese consultant.
is your father dead though?
No, he's in Viven.
Oh, then I am.
He's a grocer.
I see.
Anyway, that's enough of my character. I mean, me, the person who is not a character but myself.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Fig Newton.
Pascal
You sound-
leans over to your ear and goes, "Are we just gonna let Guitars tell Batbear this?"
I don't know. out of character, I don't remember if they met. Did they meet? They met.
They've met.
They
He's
meet-
met Gadaris. He's currently
Yeah.
not in succubus form.
No, I know. I just couldn't remember when we acquired him and when we lost him, and it's all a blur.
You've had Gadars for a while, so yes, he was around before Batbear keeled over.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he'll
So is there
find
any
out
reason-
eventually.
All right.
It'll be a fun surprise. I don't know.
I'll wake up and be like, "Hey, wait a second."
Yeah, you'll just see him shapeshift before your eyes, and you'll be like, "What the fuck?"
I know the Fig Newtons in Viven. They didn't have a son named Gulpo.
They have one named Gorpo. What the fuck?
Oh, Gorpo.
Garpo Fig Newton, famous Vivenese,
Prankster.
not at all real person. But yes.
Yes.
Batbear is back,
Alive.
Yeah,
ready to bodyguard Sada once more,
yeah.
and also serve alongside Akio.
Yeah.
Batbear, let me tell you about Out of Heaven.
Oh boy, two people talking to each other
I
who are the
I think
same
it was-
person.
They've decided that Bat Barrel v Sal's being Nuva. Being Bat
Yeah.
Yes. 3 levels.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna attempt that accent.
I do really want to hear it.
You do gotta do it though.
Yeah.
It is your contractual
Like,
obligation.
no, it's not. I don't have to do nothing.
All right. Well,
I'm the
then
one with
you're
power
just gonna
here.
have to. You're gonna
Make
have to
me
repeat
sad.
everything Sal says as Batbear back in Batbear's voice.
Let's see how annoying that gets.
But that's the thing. Nuva can't even do Batbear's voice.
that's
it's
the
been a hot
magic of
second.
Batbear's voice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get it in ADR.
It's been a hot second, and I forgot to go through old records.
We'll have the
tape.
guys
I
who did the
mean,
sound editing on
footage.
Avengers do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
They're not doing anything right now.
at the Vivenese filter.
Yeah.
they never do anything. I don't know that. I'm just making up stuff. So yeah.
Oh, this guy.
The question is now, what do you do? I'll let you guys also know that Batbear is currently level 9.
Yes.
We'll send them on our most dangerous missions.
Baby.
Don't!
Akio,
But-
you should take that feat that makes them 2 levels lower than you instead of 4.
Feet?
Yeah, I said feet.
I think that's just part of leadership that your cohort can be.
It's a
lower
leadership.
than you.
Okay, so I just.
No, Batbar is level 9, not because of
Oh,
leadership.
because that's when he died.
Yes, he was level
He
9 when he
didn't
died.
level wasn't
did
he
not
in
level-
Tedket's realm?
Yes, but he did not level while he was dead. He was a soul. and
You're
as you
locked in.
learn-
Oh.
Exactly.
Maybe his soul got the wisdom of 2 levels. Now we
Yeah,
like
Don't worry,
understand.
And he lost it because he forgot everything.
Once we have him with us for a while, he'll
Yeah,
get the
but
level
why not?
super fast like a Pokemon.
The
Yeah.
realm of improvement spunk. You can't even get better there.
Yeah, I know. Really, the only good realm is Polonius's realm because you get to eat lots of tasty chicken.
That
What time?
And if you're resurrected, the tasty chicken doesn't go to. You don't get resurrected with the tasty chicken gut. So honestly, all positives. Tenket's realm, you gotta lift weights all the time, and then when you come back, you don't even get to have any of the weight strength.
Lame. That's very lame. That sucks.
Yeah.
I don't think the outer planes operate on. Well, actually, I shouldn't be having this argument. This is in character. Anyway, so you have another issue in that you have an army mobilizing
Yes.
to travel to Katsune to confront the army there.
Bungo.
It's not Bungo. There is no Bungo.
Finally.
Stop saying Bungo.
We'll take over Bungo.
We have the power to rename
Bungo
settlements.
is the next island.
Oh,
No wait,
that makes
Bungo is the
sense.
final island.
I'm
Final
creating
boss island.
outer bungo.
Hey, wait a second. That's a good idea.
Is there an inner bungo?
Yes.
Inside of us
the
all.
Elven Flying City is named Bungo. Bungo, yeah. The question is, how do you want to approach this? What do you do now that Batbar is resurrected?
Hey.
What is your plan?
We gotta get to Katsune.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna go over there and we're gonna negotiate
And we're gonna kick him.
with Toki. You know, he'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll look him in the eye. And
Kiss.
we'll say, "Stop it."
Yeah.
I have no choice but to.
All right. Because you have some time while you're traveling to Katsune to discuss how you want to approach the problem in detail, if you desire.
We'll poison them to the last man.
No.
And they'll all be fine because they'll pass all their DCs.
Yeah, because poison's bullshit. If you poison like an entire army, then presumably about like 1/4 of them would fail it, which is still pretty decent. Yeah, not 1/4, it would be more like 1/10.
Depends. Might be using alternate poison rules. I could have set an arbitrary DC.
Oh no. Are you?
Yes.
Oh no! How did we never knew about this? It's not in the wiki sounds. I could have made a poison person.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I went too far.
What are you
No one too
counting?
far.
How long you're traveling?
Well, we're in Hayaba, right?
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I presume you're going here.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna sit out on that floor. So that's 5.
Right. And yes. So, that will take you
10 years.
You can catch
10
Batfire.
and 5, 6 hours. So 11 hours.
Catch
so-
Batfire on everything.
So it'll basically take you 2 days of travel, and you'll get there at about 11 a.m. on the second day.
Nice.
You're saying with the army.
With the army, yes.
Okay,
moving
yeah,
at
because
30
I was gonna
feet per
say
round.
like we would have horses at that point.
Yes.
You've marked hustle. Are we hustle?
No.
Okay.
You will
Well-
take longer than what I just said.
It'll take you 21 hours, 2/3, unless we
Yes.
hustle. But we will take a ton of damage.
So instead, you'll end up there on the third day,
And let's just say
early afternoon.
Why did we get delayed today?
Because you're not hustling.
Oh, okay.
We could forced march and get there in 2 days. Presumably, all of the people who would be doing this would be perfectly capable of it, but
But
Batfire
I
just
mean-
came back from the dead.
because an extra hour of forced march, one would whatever. We don't need to get into the fine details. 3 days is fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you actually reach there on the. Let me look up the Locust calendar. Calendar.
No shit. Do we have to do kingdom build?
It's actually the first of the next month.
Nice.
No, hustle so that we can kingdom build after we take it.
let's
You can kingdom build at any time during second day. It doesn't have to be on the first.
Yeah.
All right. Actually,
Oh,
now
no.
that I think about it might be better to do it before we take it, so that we don't have to do the big. Because
Number
the
switch.
rolls will be harder. if
bad.
we take 5
It's
extra
too late now.
territory. Yeah.
And soon you're outside.
And
of
then
Katsune.
as we get to there on the third day, so anyway, that's how devils invaded Viven Batfire.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Time to kill the devil.
No, don't worry. It was only
we
like
took care of it.
for 5 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was part of the story.
You-
look, my murder lust is going to be very obvious. You don't know me.
No.
In fact, hey, what did
wait.
you guys do with my skull collection?
Wait, what? Okay, now I actually have a legitimate question. Why did we bring back the guy who enjoyed parading around corpses?
He's our friend.
Man, wasn't he improving on that front? Or am I
I was?
misremembering?
He did almost
Thought
get
so.
all executed.
Wait, I get what?
No, you're thinking of the other person from different campaign.
No, I
Wait.
you guys were on trial because he got out of a pit in a city and then walked around with a head and said, "Look
I
at
don't
the
think we did.
severed head."
Wait, what? I don't remember
I think
this.
that was in
Where?
Kamako, actually.
Yeah, it was definitely in Tobago.
Kamako, but yeah.
The
no,
Bonkin?
that
I don't
was
think there was
definitely a thing
severed
that
head.
happened.
It was Sada marching with all the prisoners.
No, it was severed heads.
I don't.
But
no, I
I
don't
was
think there were severed
accompanying you
heads.
with pretty
It is-
sure with a severed head. But
No, it was the severed head of the fox. I think actually.
Either way, there was a severed head of a person that was being paraded through the city streets, and it led to you guys immediately being arrested.
well, regardless, we're outside Katsune now.
Listen, nobody's perfect.
Yes, some people have flaws. Mine is, I like heads.
The small port village of Katsune sits
Who doesn't?
in
Sorry.
your eyesight. You can see the largest building in it is a fairly sizable complex that you presume to be the dojo, where the wrestlers are trained. The rest of the town is fairly small besides that. But surrounding it is a ring of defenses and a large camp in which are a large number of people currently marshaling into ranks. An army of
Well.
samurai. Very dangerous. You go first.
I mean, we're gonna send a messenger and with the message that we would like to negotiate.
Yep.
Toki Noritoshi looks around. I believe that's me, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's either that or you can, just wait and come with us to the debate table. We can just send a regular Joe. You don't have to
I
go
would
out
think
yourself.
it'd be better if I went first and then
Okay.
set up the debate. Or not debate, but negotiation for the rest of you.
With facts and logic.
Yes. I will return shortly. And with that,
I nod sagely.
Good luck.
General Toki.
You gotta roll your wisdom to see if you nod sagely, Asada.
Okay.
Rides towards Katsune. I'm going to use the bathroom real fast, and I'll be right back. Apologies.
Toki starts using the bathroom on the road, and we're just like, maybe we shouldn't have sent the old man.
I'll nod sagely.
I don't think you nodded sagely.
I nodded very enthusiastically.
Alright, I am back.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Did I hear Rita say something about not knowing when you'll be working again?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's okay. The thing that sucks the most is like I had plans to like look for work elsewhere, move cities, have a big adventure this year, and it's all just gone down the
No.
toilet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna go to Vegas.
Hey.
Oh well.
What
Yeah.
would you do in Vegas?
Evo.
Evo.
Oh, right.
Yeah, cool.
And also maybe Japan, I don't know.
Hell
Oh well.
yeah. Well,
Wow.
one day I hope.
Nope.
Look at this fancy lad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh well. I have a lifetime
This
supply
all
of
kind of
Bitcoin.
sucks. But on the bright side, we can still play D&D.
Yeah. I
We're
love
not
that.
playing
It's
D&D,
great.
we're playing Pathfinder.
Oh, shut up.
Sorry if I've been like really punchy the last few sessions. I don't talk to human beings anymore, so this is very exciting for me.
No,
Honestly,
no.
your rage scares me.
Oh, okay.
No, this is a really good outlet for me also. I mean, it always is. But I am very glad to have it to look forward to on Sundays. Now more than ever. With that out of the way, yes, General Toki rides forth into Katsune, leaving you alone. Your army sort of just marshaled into a holding position outside the town.
When suddenly the army charges.
Huge battle. You lose.
What?
Tragic.
We lose.
You just lose. You lose. I win. I can do that. I am GM. I know everything.
And he's a vampire now.
And eventually, after about an hour, Noritoshi rides back to you and says they are sending a delegation to meet with you. You'll need to ride out in between the two armies to discuss terms.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Okay, cool. So, anything we should know?
There are 3 people that you'll be primarily dealing with. General Kobayame is in charge. She is not from Sarugo. But she seems reasonable, and she seems honorable. And but has no cause to be necessarily loyal to you. I think she might be difficult to sway from her devotion to the Shogun.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe we can convince her just to leave.
Yeah.
Goodbye forever.
Or just convince her people that they're better off with us than they are with her.
Fucking egg.
Do that.
She has two sub-commanders, Shimetsu and Tobonu. Shimetsu is from Sarugu,
Okay.
and I think
Oh.
is perhaps the most willing to recognize Sara as his proper liege.
Kobayama was the other person's name?
The
Pro bono?
Tobayama?
The general's name is Kobayami.
Kobayami. Okay.
Yes.
Kobayami.
Actually, yeah.
Ah, but
Kobayami.
The third guy.
I mistook
Cool.
a E with a accent mark over it for an I.
You go to dungeon.
Yeah, I know.
1 million years dungeon.
Yes. Commander Tobonu is the third. He is a shogunate partisan and will be very difficult to sway.
So he's like the attaché from the Shogun specifically.
If you want to say that, he is loyal, not from Sarugu, but it's more that he's just a competent commander, and that's who the Shogun put in charge of a subdivision of the samurai drawn from Sarugu.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I guess Darius will just have to seduce them all.
Alright.
Cracks knuckles, takes loud sip.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what you mean by that, but I hope you are successful for the good of everyone on this island. A battle here would not favor you, frankly. So, understand that you are negotiating from a tenuous position yourselves. If your two armies were to simply engage now, they do have the superior forces. Even with your own exceptional fighting capacity. Right, well,
Okay.
that's my two koku. I'm going to go sit over here and hope that you succeed. You can see a delegation riding out to you. 3 people atop horses, followed by about 24 or so samurai with Yari marching behind them.
Okay, I mean, we'll travel forward with a similar retinue.
Oh, I'm asking, who are you taking with you?
I imagine myself, Pow, Sada,
Mhm.
Yep.
Akio.
Gadaris,
Well, I think your party is more or less.
I meant to do a
Safe.
humorous skip over Akio. Is a goof, as you might surmise.
Yeah. So your take,
Mino?
Mino.
Michi.
Yeah. So our party in that would basically make up a negotiating party plus
One random samurai. Joe Samurai.
What's his name?
Joe Samurai.
Right. Joe.
He's Tom Cruise.
Oh,
That's the last samurai. Yeah.
great.
The last one. What do we do with all the other ones?
He was last in line.
His name is Jeff Last.
Oh, okay. Joe last.
Yeah. So if
Yeah. What
you,
if we do just have one like Ardanian guy who's a samurai? Like
Well,
what's
that's
that
the
guy?
thing.
What's
In
that
your-
guy's story?
You don't have an Ardanian samurai, but you do have about 50 Ardanian knights with you.
Oh yeah.
If you remember, the Longthorn Lancers have entered your service for a pretty cheap.
Oh,
price.
yeah, I forgot about that.
they just wanted an island adventure. Let's be real.
They, yeah, kinda.
They've been sitting back drinking Tahiti. I don't know.
From what you gathered, Mister the Lord Mantley is that kind of jerk.
Yeah. Dumb guy.
Okay. Well. Yeah. Well. How's this? I guess we'll ride up and wait for them to be ready to talk.
Okay. It is not long before the two of your groups are across from one another on the road. Katsune stands behind them with their army. Your army stands behind you.
Let's walk out there.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were gonna continue with it. I'll take the first step forward and
Assume he's instantly shot.
well, I feel like I wouldn't die right away.
That's true. You have a very high constitution. That would be a pretty cool
You
way to
take
start.
1d12
the
damage
negotiation.
and are fine, actually.
Her ass ate the impact.
I'll just take the arrow out, put my own hand to my shoulder, and then heal myself with Connect Healer.
You just create a bathtub in front of you, lie down in it for a little bit, get back up, towel off, and continue walking.
Get
Yes.
shot again.
I mean, as long as I sit inside the tub, I'm fine.
They keep shooting you. They're like, why is this not working? It usually works. Did you get the right type of bullet?
Oh no, I bought the dumb guy bullet.
Anyways, yeah, I will walk forth, introduce myself, and wait for them to do the same.
Mm-hmm.
I've already gone forward. You just didn't notice.
What?
It's not already gone.
All right. Well, Kasumi's still the only one saying anything, so.
Hey.
Hey,
I say
is
that.
that it?
Yep. Hey, what's up?
A Sada move.
Yeah.
The general ignores you, Sada, instead addressing Kasumi, since she's actually,
Kasume.
yes, formally introduced herself.
Hello, I am Akio.
I don't care. I am General Kobayame of the Shogunate of Hadano.
Okay.
Your rebel soldiers are ordered to stand down and submit themselves to the Shogun. Your rebel leader is offered the following.
It's gonna be good.
recognition of her control over Sarugu,
Uh-huh.
and of her rightful place as daimyo of the Ryudo dynasty.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
In return, you will swear fealty to the shogun. You will submit taxes and troops as he requires the latter. Otherwise, you will remain unmolested.
They're not even gonna molest us.
I mean, hear me out, guys. What if we just, like, do it?
Note that this is a offer of convenience.
So,
Your
yeah.
rebellion is an annoyance. Should the shogun desire it, he will annihilate you with a swat of his fingers. I am giving you a way to avoid that.
Okay, out of character. Just gonna go ahead and put it out there. I know we want to be, like, all heroic and say no, but at the same time, it's not a bad deal.
I mean, that's not untrue.
We largely get what we want. And you can't always get what you want.
But if you try, sometimes you get what you need.
Yes, Amy, if you try sometimes you might get back what you need. And yes, Sal, also that. Thank you. Heard both sides.
That's fun.
Yes.
That's fun. I like that.
Yeah, like stereo.
Trying
I'll
to
give
think
you
of
time to consider my offer among yourselves, but I'd appreciate a prompt answer.
Well, I am a little curious. Up until now, there wasn't really any room for negotiation. Why did the tune change? Not even negotiation, the offering. There wasn't any of this. Your shogun was content to dishonorably depose a rightful ruler and kill his entire family, so he thought.
She frowns at the implication that the shogun behaved dishonorably, but ignores it otherwise.
But it only seems that in the recent history, see the last couple days, that there's been any inkling that that might change.
It's only been recent that the shogun has deigned to pay this island attention. Your success is actually really quite impressive, considering where you came from. But you have to recognize that it's short-lived. You can't stand against the shogunate alone.
If it was
On
so
this
easy,
island.
why hasn't he done it then?
Well, I mean,
I guess he's doing it now.
She stops and looks behind her at her army, then looks at you. I could do it right now. He is offering you a truce. I am not familiar with the exact situation that caused Hayaba to be burned and then you to subsequently return and retake the island. Honestly, I don't care. What I am interested in is negotiating a rapid end to the military operations on this island so that the Shogun's full attention can return to tea, where it belongs, against our enemy, against our oppressors. Not that you would know that, having lived in Viven.
I mean, we didn't live in some sort of luxury. We lived in slums.
But you were not living under the thumb of tea. Your entire country was not occupied by another. Or rather, it was. You just weren't in it.
Every
None of this is really relevant. What I am here for the moment. You are in a position where you have succeeded. You have retaken your island. The Shogun is willing to let you have it. Your ancestral home can be yours. All he requires is your field. Please do not repeat the mistake that your father made.
What did your father say no to the same deal?
I was under the impression that he's loyal. I don't know. We had to talk to somebody who was there.
Looks to the other two commanders who aren't saying anything. What do they look like? How are they taking this situation? I guess I'll roll.
Stoically, mostly. They're
Okay.
letting Kobayame do the talking for now. She is in charge. The two of them are wearing those lacquer helmet masks, so it is a little hard to see them behind it. But right now they're just sort of observing, listening. Seem interested in what you have to say, but
I can respect wanting to be free of the Golden Empire, but it seems in his quest to overcome his oppressors, he's become just as much of an oppressor. What we've seen here.
the Shogun struggles against the single largest military might on the face of Logus. There are sacrifices that need to be made. Some people aren't willing to do so, but they still need to make them. Sometimes they need to be forced. I'm not going to say that that is entirely ethical, but it still needs to be done if our country's freedom is to be attained.
I would ask that you give us some time to discuss among ourselves, and we will return to this later in the day.
Let us say sunset. It is. She looks at the sky. About 3 p.m. now. In 5 hours' time, return.
Okay.
With that, she turns her horse around. Her sub-commanders do as well, and they ride back towards their army. Their bodyguards following alongside, behind.
Okay, and after they've left, we will also turn and leave and go back to camp.
Mm-hmm.
Once we get back to camp, I am going to request I want Toki there, but otherwise a very private meeting amongst just the leadership of the island that is there.
Okay. Toki joins you. The leadership actually excludes Akio, which is very amusing to me. But I presume he is aware there.
I mean, sure, I guess.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, that was a series of noises I didn't quite get. Yeah, so once everybody gets in the room and the it's sufficiently free of prying ears. Okay, so I'm struggling to see why we don't take the offer. We get what we want. We have time to become more of an actual nation as opposed to a very tenuous island. And while working for the Shogun is not ideal, or not really working for them, but being allied with them, that does not mean that it's the end of everything. We can always be opportunistic later and do something.
Got us thinking about what she said and how she said it. The commander.
Are you rolling sense motive on the commander?
Yeah.
She seemed to believe what she was saying. She also seemed to be intent on. She didn't seem like she wanted a fight. But she seemed to be trying to achieve that through more intimidation than.
Can we reiterate the? Sorry.
The terms.
Yeah, I wanted. What are we losing?
I mean, we have to pay taxes to them, but otherwise we're guaranteed sovereignty, and we have full control of the island.
You would become a vassal to the Shogun, like any other daimyo. So your armies would be his armies, essentially. You would have to pay him a portion of your income in taxes. But he'll protect you in case of conflict.
Is that more or less what we came here to do in the first place? Like, with that, I don't know. I don't know what Sada's intentions are, I guess.
Well, that is a pretty important question. Like, what is our end goal?
Yeah.
Are we gonna try to form our own empire? Like, as pie in the sky good feeling as it is, we are just a pretty tiny nation.
I guess the question here is just that the Shogun killed your guys' family and Sada's dad and all that, and mother and whatever. So to succeed in overthrowing Hajime, basically, fake Hajime, and then just returning to control, and then just agreeing to the Shogun ruling over regardless, doesn't really feel like a victory in the sense that you were trying to, I don't know, get that, right?
Yeah, we've got this seat, but we haven't gotten the vengeance, I guess.
Exactly. You managed to retake Tsurugu, but then you retake Tsurugu only to be under the control of the guy who killed your parents in the first place.
Honestly, and that will be the end of it. There is no plotting in the background. I'll just work this island dry like he did before.
I mean, you don't have to. But I think it's important to decide what we're trying to do here.
The Shogun, in his evil, will do nothing but build sawmills all over the island.
Wait.
The sawmills are fucking good.
Chop down all of the trees.
Not our fault.
The trees are all
The
there. It's
best thing.
sustainable sawmill.
Yeah.
Relax about it.
Relax. Be chill. Well, I mean, if we are saying no to their offer, then we also need to know what we are gonna do. You know.
Like immediately.
Yeah.
Following that, yeah.
About the large, powerful army next to you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, so the main person who's leading clearly is not somebody who can be moved. Or, I mean, with great difficulty, and we would need to convince others first. So,
I mean, we would need to unequivocally prove the Shogun's ill intentions.
yeah.
But how?
But how?
But how?
How do I reach these kids?
I don't know. I guess my concern or my question initially, because we were going to talk to the leadership, was that, like, the leadership, my guess would be naturally more loyal to the Shogun, because why would the Shogun put somebody in charge of something that was, like, part of the whole process is, you know, making sure promoting people to leadership who are, at least a certain point, one, obey command structure, and two, are loyal to the Shogun. So if anything, the more reasonable angle would be to try and, like, get out and reach the troops who are actually native Sarugans, who might have be able to be like, yeah, why the fuck are we on Saruga and harming our native Sarugans? It sucked that, like, our daimyo got killed and whatever. But I don't know how we, like, disseminate that information among the troops secretly, such that when they try to, for instance, muster their army, the army doesn't muster, or at least, like, not enough of the army musters.
What
Or
if
maybe...
we didn't? What if we didn't do it secretly? What if we did like a big ol' announcement?
That works. And then, like, maybe it still ends up being a battle, but what ends up happening is they're
split a little.
They're split, or like their
Potentially.
troops will, if we just give them one big push or shock, their troops will surrender. Or hell, if we make ourselves appear to not be combative, the troops might be just so bummed out about it that they don't bother actually trying to fight us. But, like, yeah, two of those guys, the one person, the main person in charge, is very loyal to the Shogun. Kind of a hard pitch to say that we're going to be able to flip them reasonably. And then there's, like, one guy who's Rugen and might be kind of soft. We can try and lean on him, but he's a sub-commander. Like, so what? She just says, like, all right, he's disloyal, I dismiss him, fuck off. And also, it's kind of sketchy. Like, he would probably just obey the command structure anyway. I mean, he's a military guy, and that's what they do. And then the other person is, like, a Shogun person regardless anyway. So I feel like that would be the reasonable play if we wanted to try and flip anybody, is to not go through the command structure, but instead just try to go through the troops who are just trying to get a paycheck or whatever, for whatever reason they've joined the military, and probably do think it sucks that they're attacking Sarugan.
Yeah.
Sada
Weird moment of lucidity for Gadaris again.
Sada looks
Yeah.
to Sada looks to Toki Natori. That's his name, right?
Toki no. I almost said Toki Fig Newton because I read the wrong line. Toki Noritoshi.
Toki Noritoshi and Shinichi. And she says, what happened back then? The Shogun took over.
Shinichi looks at you and goes, "Mhm.
I thought Shinichi was alive then.
I was alive.
Doesn't mean he was there.
Okay.
I wasn't here."
I mean, I figured you would have seen it from an outsider perspective, at least. I don't know.
I was detached from most political events at that time. I did not concern myself with the goings-on of who ruled who.
What about Oshitori?
General Togi looks at you. Goes, "The Shogun arrived, spoke to your father personally, asked him for his loyalty repeatedly.
Bathroom.
Upon the third time, and your father refusing him, he looked full of regret."
The Shogun or my father?
Her father
Or her father, pardon me.
and the Shogun looked full of regret.
Read the baddies.
But then left, and with his army, he returned and destroyed Hayaba, and slew your father and mother, and installed the regency with the fake Hajime to ensure that Tsurugu remained under his control. It is my impression that the Shogun may regret some of the actions that he has taken to achieve his goal of a Tsurugu independent of tea. But that has never stopped him from taking them.
I'm very confused because I was always under the impression that Tsurugu was loyal to the Shogun.
No. Sada's father refused to abandon his oaths of loyalty to tea at the Shogun.
Huh.
Did we know that? I honestly can't remember if we knew that. Did we know that?
Sounds like we did not know that.
Shit. Damn.
I think we did.
Okay. Did we?
I mean, if we thought about it, we could have
Ooh.
figured it out. But
Yeah.
right, but we didn't.
Okay.
So we don't.
Yeah. Oof.
Well. I mean, tea is bad.
Is it? Why is tea bad?
Sal's, why is tea bad?
I'm not telling you.
I mean, they are, I guess, occupying this nation. Yes.
Toki Narutoshi doesn't like them because that was one of the things that he was asked for, right? Was that we don't be tea folks. Toki, what's the bad business of being controlled by tea? Bureaucramancers are a real bummer.
They are. Tea is distant and unconcerned with the lives and livelihood of those who live in Hadano. Beyond just what resources that we can produce for them.
This place
On
didn't produce
the other
resources.
hand, I would say also that it is that for the common man, perhaps, being ruled by the feudal lords of Hadano versus the imperial bureaucracy of tea, there probably isn't too much of a difference. But for those of us with a more political and national consciousness, those of us in the samurai class, it is an onerous and grating existence to follow commands of a people not our own, who issue them arrogantly and with an expectation to be followed unquestioningly. Tea sucks. I don't like them.
Yeah.
What do you
That all
So
know?
sounds
it's
like a
just
bummer.
that they're like there were.
What do you know about Shinzen Hamada?
The Shogun?
Yes.
He was a daimyo on the Big Island. A relatively unimportant one, from what I understand. He simply had a dream and the will to see it through, and the skills to undertake it.
He started the war with T.
Yes. He overthrew the bureaucracy in Hadano, and he is the one who, 2 years ago, invaded T's mainland.
And T didn't start it.
T barely doesn't start anything.
This
Yes,
all
sounds
seems
like
its
T's
own personal vendetta.
sounds like T's established. Like they wouldn't.
T is stagnant.
Yeah.
They simply continue to operate as they always have, with barely any interest in what goes on outside of their borders. Part of what allowed the Shogun's success was the fact that he simply did not react. From what I understand, they're still not reacting. He has destroyed a fifth of their army. They might react now.
They probably would.
I think I know what to say now.
Okay. Will you tell us, or will it be a surprise?
Yeah, I'd like to know ahead of time. I think. I don't think I'd like to particularly be surprised.
Because I
look-
also would. Yeah. What you Pao was
Yeah.
saying.
No, yeah, and also learning.
But that's not good for the plot.
Well,
That's
I'm joking.
learning some new info here. Maybe I want to know how
I don't
that's
think we
affected
should-
you. I want to know where you stand on this new stuff
want-
about your family.
I want Hadno to be free, but I don't want to declare war on T to do it. Considering T does not seem to even care if Hadno is free or not.
okay. I'm sorry, I'm back. So what's the plan?
So we are we? Wait, does
And
that
it
mean
seems
you're?
all the suffering that the Shogun has caused on Hadno, bringing it drive whatever resources he can for his war, all seems to be his own personal vendetta against T.
Sounds like T kind of
It doesn't
sucks.
seem like it, but it's more him wanting to take on T than wanting Hadno to be free.
So then, what are you planning to? I take it you're planning to say no.
Oh,
Then what's our next step? How do we make sure that we're not, crushed?
Smushed like ant.
Who
Says
said
the
that?
random soldier. Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
Just
You're
I don't
gonna
want to. I don't want to speak out of turn here, Sada, but hearing that your family, I mean, what was done to them, I don't think is like that's a bit. It seems a bit much. but that they were loyal to T and maybe not their own nation. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about.
But you've seen what the Shogun has done to Sarugru when it doesn't matter to him.
I mean, it seems like it does matter to.
I mean, but the difference here is it matters to us, and we're actually people here who can influence change here.
Right. So is that an argument for working with the Shogun or against him?
I mean, it's just either way we do it, we are still trying to work in the best interests of the island. We
agree. I think.
But I don't think we can work in the best interest of the island if swear fealty to the Shogun.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we could bring to attention the problems that have happened here because of his actions.
I think he'll just
maybe
take all our troops and tax us into oblivion.
Maybe he'd be happy to have your family sort of reinstated if he truly felt guilt for having had to have done what he did. But if your family sort of realigned with him, I don't know, like, I could see that being a positive. This is all much larger than anything I really know about, but I don't know. I don't know.
It goes without saying that if we said yes to this person, it wouldn't just stop there. We would have to draw up a formal treaty. We'd have to have formal discussions. Like that's the pitch, but there are fine points that still need to be ironed out. And
couldn't they be?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, if they can be ironed out, then we can be in a more advantageous position. Like, I don't think they would have come to even offer it to us if they did not think us worth the time. The fact of the matter is, we did take this island for all intents and purposes. We took the island, and they saw that they could have came in with a larger army and not even bothered with the negotiation. They could have crushed us. That, I think, I'm not saying that we should become buddy and believe in the cause of the Shogun, but I think it gives us room to.
Then why didn't they?
Why didn't they? Because they see us as valuable and that we could be useful to their overall plan.
Yeah, we clearly have a power.
Like, their plan is to overthrow the Golden Empire. What it means past that, I don't even know if any of them know.
Are we not in sort of the same position that they are with T? Is that weird?
I mean, presumably, if T were to go on the offensive and begin to crush the Shogun, they would go and stop at every island that was originally a holding of theirs, us included. I don't know. It makes more sense to me to go and work with the local power versus going out on our own and risking retribution from two large powers, one near, one far. Of course, when we sit down with them, we go from every angle. We try to get the best thing we can. We try to ensure the most we can for us. I don't know. That's what a negotiation is, Sada.
No, they have more troops. They have more power than us. Then we say yes, it's over.
That's not how negotiations work.
I don't think so.
If they don't stay true to their word, then we're right back at square one. We start fighting again. Like they're the only thing that holds us to the bargain is whether or not they are also upholding the bargain. And if that's not upheld, then it's fair game. We do whatever we need to. At that point, they will have brought dishonor. They will be seen unequivocally as the negative. It will unite not just the island, but it would also bring negative public sentiment to them in general. But if they do stay true to their word and we're able to work with them and bring out something better from it, is that not a good thing? Like, I'm just trying to think practically. And at this second, it does not seem practical to continue trying to fight when we don't have when we need to still secure our own country. You know who would be great at negotiating equitable terms and would be a third party to this?
Yeah.
I think we need to call in an expert. And then it flashes over to Vivint, Cesare.
and him tearing up an envelope that he just received.
Nope. Into the fire.
I don't know if he would do that. I don't think he would.
I feel like he would think about it, and at first he would start to throw it in the fire, and then he'd be like, what's the money?
Yeah. If it could be made. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
May I say something?
Yes.
This is
Thought has been
Shunichi.
Oh, Shunichi.
Oh.
Thought has been staring at the ground with her arms crossed.
You have recently obliged us to an entity
What?
who will not be pleased.
Oh, that's a great point.
Serving the Shogun.
Polonius?
Polonius, yeah.
The Shogun is allied to the Elder Temple. He will reinforce its worship here.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, I forgot about the Elder Temple stuff.
That's a goddamn wrench, huh?
Shit.
I mean, that would be part of the negotiation that we're guaranteed our freedom of religion.
Oof.
I don't. If
That's
we're
a-
vassals, I don't know.
That's a tough point to.
Well, yeah, as it's written on paper, sure,
Yeah.
like in the grand book of vassalage, but we don't have to follow that.
That's fair.
Because again, if things don't go in the way that we want it, then we just call it off.
Pronounced vassalage?
And then they attack us with their army, Kasumi.
Or we say no, and then they attack us with their army.
Yeah.
So by that standard and measure, then we should just give up and roll over and die. Not serve, not rebel, just stop.
I would observe that if the Shogun simply could crush you at an instant, it would make sense to simply do it now.
That's why I was saying.
His general was attempting to intimidate. Would that not have been more effective if they had an army twice your size or 10 times your size? Instead, they sent one nearly equivalent to your troops.
I don't
No, because they don't have enough.
They don't have enough.
Spread thin.
They're too busy
They
trying to fulfill the.
have successfully defeated the Ivory Army of the East. That means all of Eastern Tea is in their possession. How do they control that? I am not a military mind, but occasionally I make observations.
Well, that is a good point. You know what? Let's go with the big dramatic show of trying to drum up support. I'm game for it. Whatever. Weirder shit's happened.
The question is, how do we get there?
The troops?
Hmm.
I'll jump
Gotta-
there.
Gotta sneak in. Classic old times.
Sada jumps there.
Good jump there. Like,
Does Sada jump there?
Sada, you cannot jump 50 miles.
One of these days.
Damn, it's 50 miles away.
Probably not.
I get there with my mind.
You still can't jump 10 miles.
Big brain
Oh.
house.
You try. You jump a really far away. It's really impressive. You can do like a 30-foot long jump. It's inhumanly good.
Nice.
From a standing position?
I'm always triggered as a running start.
That's weird. That's actually really weird.
Yeah, you do the sort of,
2, I think, eh?
but
That's-
yeah, it's impressive.
I
A
have,
number of your troops clap.
Hell yeah. That's how we'll convince the other army.
Look at how far I can jump. Woo.
Yeah.
Oh my
Should we
god,
get-
she can jump so far. We have no choice but to follow her. What is your next move?
Well,
We gotta sneak back there and we gotta talk to the troops. Or we have to somehow get them all to muster so that we can make a big speech to them, but I do not know how we do that.
I mean, we say yes, and then, add a big public, like, oh, look at this incredible moment in history for signing a peace treaty, where both armies are standing there as, we just say the thing.
Hmm.
But at the same time, though, it could be seen as like a betrayal.
it's a little slimy.
It would be
Yeah.
high risk, I think.
I don't think it's very honorable.
Where's the sun now?
The sun's
It's gone.
Oh my
Is-
god.
Oh, shit.
been devoured by the beast that rides. The
Oh
sun
no, he's back.
is-
Elvira did it.
drooping towards the western tree line. Actually, it sets behind Katsune.
Oh.
For you.
Mm. Okay, well, I mean, if everybody's not for it, I can't really. I'll do what I gotta do. I'm gonna quit this job.
I mean, yeah.
I'm just trying to think of the most practical sense.
No, I agree. I see the worth in what you're saying, but it's up to Sada. No, ultimately.
The Elder Temple thing is a good point.
It
It's
is.
a sticky
but
wicket.
It is literally evil pantheon.
It is the evil pantheon.
It's troubling. But do the people who worship it know that? Or
Well, we don't
think of
want
it
to
that way?
encourage more people to worship it.
No, of course not. We don't want to have to
Well-
go back to that shit, but it's not, yeah.
Well,
Most
again,
people
that's-
do not.
Yeah,
that's
it's not
why-
like them worshiping it makes them explicitly evil.
I'm not
It's just
saying.
old
Yeah,
way
I'm not
of
saying that the
being.
shogun is necessarily evil.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know. At a leadership standpoint, he's an intelligent guy. I don't like. I feel like he would have had to at least made some sort of similar to what we did with Polonius. Like, did the calculus and make that choice a little bit intentionally. Like maybe they made him a deal that he would be able to do something.
Just always been that. I don't know. I don't
But
know.
yeah, I mean,
Baboko,
regardless,
the god of war, would be a useful
yeah.
pantheon member to have if you're,
If you're
undertaking
evil,
one. If you're undertaking a major military campaign. But that's just my 2 cents. So, how do you want to go about this?
I want to ask them.
Ask them.
Ask who?
Like, ask leaders. Ask who?
Ask the 3 commanders what they think, why they think the Shogun had to invade T.
I gotta step away, so I'll be back.
Man, it was warm out today. It's 77 degrees in my apartment.
Yeah.
But I don't want to turn on my air conditioner
No.
because it's only May.
It's gonna
So
be
warm.
May.
What the hell? Freezing over here.
It's May in New York.
That's crazy.
And also, my apartment is kind of like well insulated. So it warms up. But it's okay. I will put on shorts.
Yeah,
And be more comfortable.
It's 44.6 degrees Fahrenheit here, I guess.
Oh, that's chilly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really rainy and windy.
Oh.
Yeah. My building is not well insulated, so I'm cold.
I'm sorry.
We must set it on fire.
No, don't. Please don't.
Yes.
No.
That's not how it works.
Oh no. Well, I'm sorry. I'm an arsonist.
I'm sorry for lighting your building on fire.
No, I like my building.
I just really like it.
It's a bit drafty.
What?
What?
I thought you said.
Said it's a bit drafty. It's a bit drafty.
Okay.
Yes.
I heard something else, but I'm not sure.
I didn't say it.
Okay, good. I'm very happy you did.
Sorry, I made you think I said something. Also, Pow can run with the haste boots 3/4 of a mile in a minute. That's cool.
Pathfinder can climb vertically. That's back.
Oh god, yeah. Anytime we need something to be climbed now, we got the guy.
Hey, it's me.
Hey.
Why can't I do this? It makes no sense.
I mean, Pow's got literal spider climb now, but no, send the centaur in. He'll climb it.
Oh my god. I'm always like legit surprised that like there's no like restrictions on certain skills that certain races can take. Like like why do Eterons even get like anything related to charisma when they don't have a face?
Whereas Chronodrons can still be charismatic.
But how?
Voices. They got personality. Voices.
Fair enough. Anything.
Very charismatic.
He's a chill dude.
What I'm saying is, I could beat an Eteron in a game of poker. Wait, no, I can't.
No, you can't.
They have a perfect poker face.
Yeah. I got way too cocky.
I'm back.
Welcome back,
back.
buddy.
I think the only way we can do this is if we can convince the commanders. I don't think we can get into.
Well, we're not gonna get to Bonu. That's not happening. He's
Bonu?
like Toboggan? That one.
Toboggan?
Yeah, because he's like majorly
Kobayami, right?
into the Shogun. Yeah, Kobayama is the general.
Uh-huh.
And she's she's pretty loyal, right? But Tabonu's like super loyal, and Shimetsu's from here.
I guess then what's the pitch in terms of the argument? Because if the argument is why hasn't the shogun done it already, and the answer being because he isn't as strong as he currently is in Surugu after all, because he's busy fighting T so much, that doesn't really convince the generals so much as it just tells them like it's calling their bluff, but it's not going to make them stand down. It just means that they're going to have to get in, like they're not going to. That's not like a moral argument. That's more just a cowardly argument, like, oh yeah, well we think you're actually not that tough, and they will
Point out
have
how
to
much suffering the Shogun has brought just to fulfill his own vendetta against T.
Meaning the war with them?
Yes. The war he started. And has been perpetrated.
That's fair. We haven't seen any of that firsthand. We are just aware of the fact that there's warranty. I guess we can talk about. It's kind of new, I guess. I'm sure it has been ongoing, and we'd like get veterans coming back from the war to the island, being like, "Yeah, I got stabbed so many times. It blew." But I feel like the general might respond by being like, what do you know of that suffering? Like, what are you talking about?
Shugo, Io. Suna. Anywhere here that isn't valuable.
Meaning, but what does that mean? Like, how does Shugo inform you about suffering that Surugu has had? Just because they're like underdeveloped? They don't have enough sawmills? They didn't at the time of the Shogun ruling them?
That we've been neglected? Like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
anywhere
that is a point.
Anywhere that hasn't been valuable to the Shogun has been put to the shitter.
Right, yeah, sort of fallen by the wayside.
Or just been drained of resources.
Right, or overtaken by criminals or crazy wizards or...
Yeah. If the argument was that T was neglectful and not very present in the rule of Surugu, then that works just as well for the Shogun because it's
But
fair.
He's just become just as...
It's equally as bad, but also he's acquiring troops and Surugan people to go
for
in and die.
For a war that he started.
Right, he's just as distant.
This wasn't about making Hadno free. This was about him invading T. Because T couldn't care less, it seems.
And even though he defeated one of the armies, that's doesn't mean anything is.
Honestly, him defeating one of the armies just makes things worse.
Yeah. So if it's anything, it's like Surugu is just trying to get out while the getting is good because they don't want to be involved in this disastrous war with T that's going to last forever. And even if he does conquer T, what's he going to hold it with the tiny population in Hada now? It's a decent argument.
Yeah, that's not bad.
The only concern again is these are military people. They're the argument of that he took too many troops from Surugu. I could see them being like, yeah, that's good. Troops rock. I'm a general and it is good to serve your country by giving your blood or whatever.
Blood.
Especially if they worship the Elder Temple. I guess we should find out if one of these guys is the Balbakal guy. Was I able to get some religious read on them when I was in the room and they were talking cells? They mostly just a-religious.
One of them was, Commander Tabunu is just... His only desire is death.
Is this true, or are you making a joke?
I'm making a joke.
Aw.
Could point to how spread thin their army is as exactly how is what are the Shogun's plans now that he's captured that eastern coast of T? Where can he go from here how will retribution not happen to our tiny nation with our now struggling populace of soldiers? And like, hey, maybe join us instead, and we won't do the war thing. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, yeah, they're army people, but
I honestly just think
that makes it so that they'd be able to see that that's a problem. Maybe.
can't really know how they'll react until we do it.
Oh, we should know what we're doing though before
Yeah.
we. Ugh. Yeah, we should have a few options on the table. I think before we. I mean, we're running out of daylight here, I guess, but we should know what angle we're coming in from.
Okay. You got your talking points. Let's chat with them. And might gotta do some assassinating.
Wow,
We'll see.
I'm terrified, but that at least is an option that I don't feel great about, but can do.
Yes.
Capable of.
Don't feel great about. Am good at.
Yeah.
D&D
not
D&D
bad.
is mostly structured towards combat, not so
Yeah.
much negotiation. There is a goofy negotiation combat system in D&D, but fortunately
Ooh.
we do not use it. Well, Pathfinder.
Good.
Diplomacy combat, I forget what it.
That sounds cute. I
That's
would
the
love
thing-
to
that's the
use
thing
my
in
new fighting
Pathfinder, too.
powers. Yeah.
So yeah. I could yeah, all right. And if not, then we can attempt the whole the soldier thing.
Cool. And will we be doing that sneaky ways or yell at them and hope for the best ways?
What if we invited some of the soldiers in their camp to the talk, like somehow snuck
and then-
back there, and so that they'll be in and listening to the conversation, and then we'll be able to go back to the camp and disseminate what they heard.
Right, they'll hopefully be sitting there like, yeah, those are some good points, nodding their heads like, oh yeah, all right, and then they'll go back and talk to their chums about it. I see.
But I don't know how we would get them there, because obviously the general would say like, fuck no, what are you talking about? Unless we I don't know. It would be weird to like, all right, we'll speak with you, but we must speak because we're so egalitarian and believe in the common folk. We wish for the jury, the tribunal, to be our own men to decide whose points are correct. And so we invite our own troops to our discussion and call there and say, like, you must invite your own to hear out your own points. Because maybe you think that you're right, but truly, you must also convince your own troops, because it is their blood you will be spilling by making this choice. But that would be like a high diplomacy success in order to get them to agree to something like that.
Didn't they already have some of their own troops there? But they're a samurai, but...
Yeah, but they're like the loyal ones.
Yeah, we want the
You want like the
common
Ashigaru.
folk.
You want the spear.
We don't want unnecessary casualties of our own people. That does suck. Don't want that. I could turn into dust, fly into their camp silently. Just yell at them real loud. How it would be cool if they joined us, and then ethereal jaunt back.
I could sneak in there and pretend to be a troop and be like, "Hey, let's get in there."
Oh boy. Guess we'll
Gift of
cross that bridge when we come
everyone, and then suggest to them.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That'll take a long time.
Yeah.
You have to do it one at a time.
Yes.
And 6 seconds each, so there's 1,000 of them, so that's 6,000 seconds.
Well, it's do we want to make the weird like jury of your troops appeal or proposal, or do we just want to say like,
Oh, what
what happened?
the music? Oh no, never mind. That was a web page I had open started making music for some reason. Yeah, I thought it was from the game.
Although I haven't been playing anything, I really should have. Oops. All right, so are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Emotionally, but yeah, I guess so.
Dada is prepared.
I'm incredibly
To
nervous.
die, live or die.
Oh, Jesus
Ride or
Christ.
die.
Oh, Tenket. Give me strength.
Okay. Tenket gives you strength. How is no
Holy
huge?
shit.
Your
It's too
muscles
much, oh
suddenly
God.
grow 10 times bigger.
Oh my god, my strength score goes from a
Your
plus
strength
nothing
score
to
Your strength score is now 99 billion.
shit, yeah.
Your muscles explode.
I don't need this cool amulet
die
anymore.
horribly.
Throw it away. I'm all strength now, baby. Dex is for losers. 90-pound weaklings.
Tiny baby. Anyway. So, okay. With evening encroaching, you can see that the general and her commanders are riding back to the meeting point. You go to meet them. Jake is AFK, correct?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Not here.
Oh, you are. I just had been quiet. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what else to add in on this, honestly.
Let's
Same.
meet them in the volcano, but then push them into the volcano.
Please come
Never
to the
see it
suspicious volcano.
Just a normal volcano. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
There's no witch here.
Well, there isn't.
There's a new one.
There is. There's a new one.
Oh yeah, we got the other witch.
The good witch.
Double witch.
Glinda's a good witch. All right. Soon you stand across from each other once more.
All right. That dramatically dismounts.
Roll acrobatics.
All right. You know I'm good at that.
Don't
Yeah.
roll a one.
All right. Yeah, you pretty dramatically dismount. You like dismount over the head of the horse. The
Nice.
horse doesn't like it.
I have a hypothetical question for you.
Yes.
Who started the war?
I'm sorry?
Who started the war?
This doesn't strike me as a hypothetical question. It strikes me as a regular one. But be that as it may, T did. By occupying our lands. By forcing our people under their yoke. It was only a matter of time before one of us had the will to fight back, and that happened to be the Shogun.
So it sounds like the Shogun started the war.
Shogun was able to strike. The Shogun was able to begin to uplift us from our subservience. If that's what you mean by starting the war, and she uses air quotes, then yes, I suppose he did.
Thus, the people of Hadno traded one subservience for another.
Yo. You're new to Hadano. You lived in Viven your life. You don't know what a Hadano under T was like because you've never experienced it.
I've seen this place under the rule of the Shogun. I've seen Shugo overrun by crime. I've seen an evil wizard, rule over Hayatetsu without anyone trying to stop him. I've seen what the Elder Temple did to Io.
She raises an eyebrow. I admit that I am not familiar with the exact going-ons of your island. You could roll diplomacy at this point.
I will. If I can find it. There it is.
I will not deny. Admittedly, I am ignorant of how this island was managed, but the mismanagement of this island was not directly the responsibility of the Shogun. He had subordinates here. A subordinate that would have been your father had his loyalties proven to his people rather than his or rather to his overlord. I don't know what the Elder Temple was doing in Io, was it?
Yep. And in Hayaba, actually.
But I do know that the Elder Temple has been primarily a force for good and order in Haruno since its adoption, and has supported the Shogun's efforts well.
Why don't you tell that to the people they've killed in Io and Hayaba?
I'm not. The Elder Temple killed people in Io and Ahaba? These are obviously lies of a rebel trying to wriggle out from her impending destruction. Tobonu has finally spoken up.
Truth.
The Elder Temple has been nothing but a force for stability in our country. And now they're besmirching not only the Shogun, but our religious allies as well. Of course they are. The Elder Temple opposed them in their takeover. I think it's pretty clear that they aren't intending on taking your kind and gracious offer, General. I would hear what accusations you have against the Elder Temple. But silence. Please continue, Lady Ryota.
And I ask you again, does the Shogun truly want Hadno to be free? Or does he just want to take take over T. He's the one who started the war with T. He's taken on the Ivory Army, destroy the Ivory Army, or the inevitably making things worse. Now I'm imagining.
Worse for T, certainly.
Heyo.
The defeat of T is necessary in order to ensure the independence of Hadano.
Is it though?
The Ivory. Of course it is. There are suzerain overlord or were. They aren't going to simply let us go without a fight.
Because
They had garrison.
From everything I heard, they seem to barely care about the Shogun's attack until recently.
The ineffectuality of their bureaucracy at reacting is no fault of the shoguns. However, their occupation garrisons, their bureaucrats that were on the islands, resisted quite thoroughly while they were still able to.
Peace was never an option.
If you are an empire and a part of you breaks off and takes with it all of its wealth and resources that had formerly gone to you, would you just let them?
Guess we'll never know.
If you think that's even in doubt, I'm afraid you're not very familiar with the way the minds of emperors and kings work. I am beginning to suspect that you are not going to agree to my offer, as Tabonu has surmised.
I've seen what the Regency of the Shogun has done here. Like I told you before, and the other temple. And how they convinced some child that he was my brother. Until we showed up and actually told them the truth. How he has to rule for treacheries and lies until he can drain the island of whatever it's worth. All for his vendetta against T. Even letting the Elder Temple run rampant.
You still have not described in what ways the Elder Temple has run rampant.
There's a dungeon below the Elder Temple church in Hayaba where they kept people, tortured them, did who knows what else. And Edo character, I'm trying to remember exactly what happened in EO again. It's been a while since we did EO.
The Elder Temple banned the worship of, I forget who, but EO was, I think they were champion worshippers or something.
Correct.
And they set up their own temple and were shitty to them. I don't remember.
Well, they were killing and torturing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't remember exactly. Yeah, I mean, they were killing and torturing people. I just wasn't sure exactly, like the exact nature of that stuff.
Or what happened in EO when they dared worship someone else besides the Elder Temple, leading to the Elder Temple coming to EO and torturing and killing them.
And you can prove these things?
Go there and ask them yourself. I can even show you the dungeon in Halava. Probably still stained with blood.
We get there and it's like cleaned up, like it's like a beautiful place.
Don't ask about the blood sawmill.
We don't have a blood sawmill.
Anymore.
Not the sawmill, the blood saw none.
There's others I'm sure who can tell you, but not like you believe them any more than you would believe me. Even Hajime. The previous ruler of this island, who now works for us.
What do you expect to happen here? What do you expect me to do when given this information? What are you arguing for, Sada Ryudo? Ryudo Sada.
I expect you to do the right thing.
What is your interpretation?
Realize the man you serve is just as treacherous and overruling as the Empire of Tea. That'll stop at nothing, even if it means destroying Hadno in the process.
You didn't quite answer my question. What do you interpret as the right thing? What specifically would you have me do?
I thought I said to stop serving him.
Would you have me betray my liege and what? Switch sides? Betray him and serve you instead, perhaps?
That's what you desire.
No, it's clearly what you desire.
But I can't control you.
No, you can't. If what you're saying about the Elder Temple is true, then perhaps my liege has made an error in his alliance. He's human. He's not incapable of such things. If you can provide evidence, and if you swear loyalty to him, you could do quite a deal of good by excising the Elder Temple's influence.
After all that, you're still trying to get me to join you.
It's the reasonable thing to do.
What if this decision wasn't made now? What if you return with the information we've given about the conditions here on Sarugu? Bring it to the Shogun. Make known the corruption of the Elder Temple. The fall of our cities to crime and malevolent spirits, and the good Sada has done in cleansing those threats to the people here, and setting things right. Maybe it doesn't have to be this or that. Maybe something else can be. Maybe a different conclusion can be drawn if he was aware of the conditions.
Roll diplomacy, Paulina.
Oh man, I'm okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's not something that's secret.
Wow.
Hey,
It says you're not good at it. You have a +10.
that's not bad. Oh, I finally have some charisma, so.
Hmm. So be it. This is potentially important information. I would like to see your evidence of the Elder Temple's malfeasance.
Okay.
My army will remain in Katsune.
Oh, I was muted. I was gonna suggest that she did travel with us to EO. Yeah. Whoops.
Under the command of my commanders here. I will travel with you with a guard.
So be it.
I would prefer if your army would remain here as well.
Okay.
Good. It is getting late. Let us begin tomorrow morning. To Io, you said? Or to Hayaba? Both, I believe you said, had evidence of the Elder Temple's evils.
EO better.
Yeah, I would say EO is better.
Io's further, but okay.
Not if we take horses. Well, it's still further if we take horses, but it'll be quick.
True. And I'll say that between the two armies that you can scrounge up enough horses. For everybody, including her 10 or so samurai that she's taking with. It will be done.
All right.
We will leave tomorrow morning at first light. Until next time, Ryota Sada. Et al.
Nice.
She bows. Turns her horse around and begins march out the road back to her army.
When they're at a reasonable distance away, Pout turns to Sada. I'm really sorry if I overstepped there, but it wasn't looking like this would end. I mean, it wouldn't end. It wasn't looking like it wouldn't end in a battle. It looked like it was going to end in a battle. Like they weren't convinced. This buys us time.
I strike Pow down.
Okay.
No.
I just this buys us time.
Yeah.
At least. Maybe good can come of it. I know working with the Shogun isn't really your bag, but maybe we won't have to. I don't know. I can't believe that worked. Oh,
It's a fun noise you made there, pal.
yeah. Pow just sits in the dirt, I think. For a second. Takes a squat. Oof. Now what?
Well, now
We wait.
Yeah.
Then we go. We travel.
Maybe you should sleep.
That too.
No.
Well, you don't need to.
How do you know what? Oh, yeah, this is Shunichi.
Yeah.
Yes. It is I, Shunichi.
Him.
Don't mock Shunichi.
It wasn't mockery, it was a very good impression.
You're
For a
so
second I thought
kind.
there were two of me.
What a chill guy. Shinichi, we don't deserve your patience. I have so much to learn from you.
The only wisdom that I have to offer is that I am still learning.
Boo!
No, come on, that's beautiful.
Boo.
You guys are being real bullies.
So I have a huge.
My name's Fig Newton, and I'm a rude boy. Makes fun of our coolest guy that we have.
Yeah,
It's my impression of you.
Coolest.
pretty good.
Nah,
He is the
Shinichi-
most waifu. I saw the
Dark
chart.
turns away and cries.
Shinichi is the coolest. True.
Who is the waifu trifecta?
I don't remember. We
I
had a
I
new
don't
one.
remember.
It was
That
Shunichi,
was 5
Tatsu, and
years ago.
Thurman.
Thurman. What's that cat up to now?
Hanging out with
Died.
vampires, but he always does.
Thurman, the actual coolest one of
He's
us all.
cool.
He's just extremely chill. Even when he was beat the shit. Anyway, the night encroaches. Your army encamps.
We all cower before the night as it encroaches upon us.
Yes. The darkness falls upon you like a shroud, and in the night, none survive.
Yo, what?
It reminds me
Campaign
of
over.
my favorite
Damn.
Oh,
gun
shit.
That's the end of the campaign.
Assassinated.
You're devoured by
no.
the darkness.
Oh no. Got eaten by a
Oh.
Gru.
Oh, no.
Rest in peace.
Unspeakable horrors of the unknown spaces.
That was
Reached out of the
real,
shadows
the
and
real horror.
dragged you
There.
away.
It's my favorite gun show comic.
Making me get up, get back to my computer, click on a gun show comic.
Are you complaining about reading Casey Green?
No.
Monster are you?
Casey Green is good.
Yeah.
He's powerful.
Yeah.
It's got 2 dicks.
What?
Yeah? I can't.
He's got 2 sets of testicles. So divine.
So divine.
That's Brad Neely, but still. Also very good.
Yeah, wow.
All the hits.
You guys ever watched his Harry Potter redub?
No.
Oh, You should watch it. It's good.
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
Wizard People, dear reader.
All right, we gotta go to the
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
We gotta go to the place
Let's
so
go.
that we can convince
Yeah,
the
let's
man,
go,
and then,
let's go.
and as we do that, we gotta, as we're traveling. Oh wait, can I do this? I'm gonna fly ahead to each city
And make it real awful.
and tell all of these places to like be really happy when Sada arrives and like cheer and be like, hell yeah, it's Sada. So that they're like, wow, everybody really loves her. She's like been really great for Sarugu. Every single sawmill that we pass by, the sawmill people are like, thank you, finally we're a business.
Finally, we have jobs.
Finally, we make money and actually produce product instead of weird fallow land over the entire island. So yeah, definitely Gulpo Fig Newton sort of fades out from the party and
Takes wing.
takes wing, flies forward, and is like, I'm assuming, so we're going from Katsune, so we're going like Mizuna, Kamako, Io?
I would presume you'd follow the road.
Yeah. I was just, well, I mean, like, theoretically, we could go to, I forgot what the name of it is. What's the name of that island? Shirado, I guess, and then go through the forest, but it actually might be shorter. Whatever.
We gotta take
Yeah,
the scenic
but
route
each of those
right
places, I'm like,
right
hey,
past the weird big portal.
we'll avoid the portal.
What's that dome thing? No,
Don't
don't
ask
worry
me.
about it.
Not a
Why
Why
problem.
is that guy so slimy?
Wait, what?
What guy?
He's back? We
It's a
leave
different
we leave Cyril behind to deal with him.
I can roll like what is this, a bluff or a diplomacy for setting up these like great. I mean, it's not a bluff. The people do like Sada, right? Especially now that she's got the curse removed.
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
And if you can, like, how are you demonstrating you are her emissary?
Sada, write me down that I'm your emissary on a
Right.
piece of paper with your stamp on it.
I do it. I give Gadaris a license to kill by accident.
Hearts. All right, does this work?
Sada, you managed to create a good version of your family crest. You consider that you should probably get like a signet ring or something
Maybe.
so that you could do this easily.
You know, actually, Pao can run just as fast as I can fly, actually faster, so Pao could come with me. Although they might notice that Pao is missing from the group.
Pao needs to sleep.
How
That's
does
right.
need to sleep?
I don't. Goodbye.
Bye.
That means actually I can go faster than Pao, because I can just keep going.
Fly away. All right. Yeah, you do that. Can the overland travel calculator figure out flight?
Yes, not in that one, because basically flight is like being on a plane with roads.
Right, so it's just the same everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to figure out how many planes of roads you're going to cross. Well, it doesn't matter. You're going to be ahead of the army regardless. So yeah, you'll be able to do this. And then
Each hex, it takes 3 1/3 hour to go from one hex to another.
right.
So I can get to Mizuna in 11 hours. 10 hours.
Right. Yeah. So zip along. And they're taking 8 hours to go to sleep anyway. So.
And besides, they have to go through that one hilly spot, which would give me like 30 minutes of prep. But fortunately, I get a little extra because I can just leave right away.
You fly to Mizuna. And yeah, Kadaris, with Sada's missive, you don't have an issue.
Perfect.
Stopping at settlements along the way, along the road, you're able to sort of just stop off one at a time. Waking people up, they don't like that. But, you're on direct orders of Sada Ryudo, so, like, they're not gonna, like, oh, okay, if she's...
Oh no, everyone's gonna hate us now because we woke him up at 3 a.m.
People can start getting ready. And as further away you go, the more time it will be before the army gets there. So Kamako's going to have a ton of time, and Io is going to have more than them.
Perfect.
So the
So
night
we're going
approaches. Would
according
anyone
to
like to
plan.
do anything during this night?
I will tune with the elements. Attune, that's the word.
I frown deeply.
Okay.
I
Sada
am
frowns deeply.
I am troubled.
Kasumi, you meditate upon the elements.
Yes.
The elements don't speak because they
Elements
can't.
say fuck you.
The splish splash.
But you understand them in the
Yeah.
the water. Water is not especially strong here. You're inland, but you can feel it. Not too far away, you can see the ocean, the greatest water of them all. Distantly,
That is what they
That's
say.
the greatest water of them all.
distantly, you can feel a river. There are streams around. There are small streams that allow Katsune to drink water.
Yes.
You can feel all these things, but you can also start to feel the breeze,
Oh.
the earth beneath you, the fire beneath that.
Oh.
There are so
Spicy.
many elements that you have not explored yet.
Even the cold void of space above me.
Yeah, that one's a little bit esoteric right now. You're not really feeling that one too much. But the four main ones, you're starting to touch upon the other three.
Cool.
It's interesting. And distantly.
Someone was not into that.
And yes. And soon, you.
Oh.
Oh. Goodbye, Akio. Never to be seen again.
Oh my god.
R.I.P. to Akio,
Yeah.
who died forever.
Welcome back.
Oh, Akio is alive.
Weird.
Oh, you can.
What happened? Damon?
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Well, anyway. Okay. You enter sleep, and as you sleep, you dream.
What do I
dreams
dream
may
of?
come?
I was going to ask you, Sada, what do you dream of? Can you hear us now?
Sada doesn't dream. Sada has a nightmare
Oh no.
of everything going wrong.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yep.
It is tough and restless to have. But in the morning, that's all it was.
Ah.
In the reality,
There'll be a dream that'll become reality.
yes. Well, no. Your curse is broken. Things are looking up, except for this giant army that could kill you. Kasumi, what do you dream of?
The big water.
The biggest water of them all.
The elemental plane of water.
Oh my god. Yeah. It's all water.
Yes.
And Kasumi dreams of drinking all of it. With a big straw.
I dream a dream of losing myself in the water and becoming water.
You want to become one with the water entirely? Subsumed by the water?
That's what the dream is.
That's the dream.
It's a weird one. Paulina, what do you dream about?
But
Sort of a weird, vague stress dream.
But
Also involving water. No, not a butt. Where she's like standing on a little hill. There's a big river that like splits at the base of the hill. And each of the rivers eventually goes over a cliff onto like really pointy rocks, and she can look down at all the pointy rocks at the bottom of either waterfall.
And she's the river.
No, she's just standing on a hill, and it's doing that weird dream thing where she's just like getting closer to the ledge, and the ledge is getting higher and higher, and the rocks are getting so sharp.
All right.
But nothing happens.
Well, no. Untrue.
Oh, God.
You wake up and it's reality. Ah.
Oh, shit.
Selena, you are in a situation where the cliffs do seem to get taller,
Mhm.
and yet somehow closer to you.
Mhm.
All right,
The
weird.
edge-
I can hear
Oh,
you
we're
guys.
back.
Hi.
Hello.
Can you hear us now?
Well, you sound like crap, so I need to
You
fix
also
that.
sound
Yeah,
like
you
crap.
do
Yeah,
too.
you also do too.
Okay, that's weird.
Are you
Gotta
using
make-
your headset?
I'm using a headset, but I was using a headset before. So oh, it's okay. 1 second.
Did you get switched to radio quality? AM?
It did the thing again where wait, I should
Oh.
sound better. I should sound better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you sound
you
good
do.
now.
God, fucking Windows 10 is garbage operating system. Anyways, let's keep going.
Okay. Paulina. So yes, you are the press a punch. Goodbye.
Oh, no.
Upon which you are you okay?
You're good?
What? Wait, does Control R refresh Discord? I didn't know that. I was trying to get to roll 20. Sorry.
Nice.
All right.
We're good.
The precipice upon which you stand grows more perilous, seemingly smaller. Your toes begin to crest over the edge of the ledge, and you begin to feel yourself toppling forward towards the really sharp, pointy rocks at the bottom, which somehow have become sharper and pointier. And then you
Where are
feel a
we?
hand on your shoulder.
Oh.
And it's
God.
And you
Yes.
feel
You're dead.
it's
a
Shinichi.
sense of relaxation. And you turn around and you see a figure who initially you think, oh, this is Dream Pascal. But it's not. He doesn't look the same.
Oh my god.
Different face entirely, in fact. Larger, too. 8 foot tall, or about.
Oh my god, it's him.
Oh my God.
It's God.
And as
Or God's brother, I don't know.
And as the the perils recede around you, and you are instead left on a much more inviting scene of hills and rivers, the cliffs and rapids turned into babbling brooks, and inviting waterfalls. Atan Ket speaks to you
Oh.
and goes,
Oh.
"Hi, pal. How are you?"
I am very good, sir. Thank
Don't
you.
call me sir,
Sir.
please.
Okay, sorry. I don't know why I did that.
No, it's okay. I know this is a little. It can be weird the first time. I'm still finding it weird. Here, sit down. And a rock just sort of behind you suddenly.
Okay, dreams are weird. This is a dream?
It's
Did I die in my
Kind of.
sleep?
no, you're not dead. Don't worry about that. You were dreaming, and I'm kind of butting in. So this is real.
Hey, thank you for doing so. It wasn't very It wasn't a good one.
No, I saw that.
Okay.
And to be clear, I'm not gonna solve every nightmare you're going to have, but I'm sure you don't care. It's their nightmares.
Yeah, I wouldn't
That's all
expect
they
you
are.
to. Okay.
But no, I wanted to contact you. Good job with the whole thing you did with the army there. That was good thinking on your part.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Please don't. I know I'm kind of here actually, and he shrinks down to a
Yeah.
more normal size.
No, he shrinks down too small first.
Oh no! No, that's fine. You can don't feel like you gotta change anything on my behalf. I think I could probably deal with it.
Right. No, it's talking,
Sorry.
being worshipped as a god and like talking to people as a god. Still a weird thing for me.
Right.
Haven't been doing it very long. Why am I here? Oh, right. Cow.
Yes.
You're doing good.
Thanks.
He puts his hands on his hips and he sort of looks away and sighs. And I feel bad because this is gonna be sort of like a put upon thing.
Oh.
So you on Hadano, excuse me, on Sarugu. I'm aware of your whole trifecta thing.
Okay.
I think you're making the best of a bad situation.
It's not great.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if well, I'm not going to speak to that. But
Okay.
so you're in a situation now where you got to deal with Polonius, and he fell into this real well. Like it was like this guy was meant to be a god. He knows his thing. I think being an emperor, that sort of whole sort of megalomaniacal thing, you just sort of like he really fell into it pretty fast. Whereas a lot of the rest of us still trying to figure it out, as demonstrated, right? I mean, half the time I don't know. Should I be like more impressive? Like I could be.
I'm pretty impressed, I think, right now.
Really?
Yeah, you did come to me in a dream and now you're here.
That's true.
That's a lot.
Of course, you could still be dreaming. I suppose I don't really have a way of proving that.
Pretty cool dream. It went from just sort of a weird, stressful waterfall situation to now a very lucid conversation with a very large man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're lucid. Also, I am very large, but you are lucid. More importantly. Which means that we have either figured out how to lucid dream really fast, or this is actually happening.
Yeah. No,
it's the latter. This is actually happening.
I'm going to take it that it's happening. Yeah. 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 I think you're doing good.
Right. This is the best way that I can really contact people. When you're dreaming, your soul is sort of touching on the elemental plane of dreams, and we can sort of like poke there, and it is really weird. I'm not really sure how it works. It's just sort of like an instinctual thing. I'm getting off track. Sorry, I have had my consciousness expanded to like everything, so sometimes keeping track of what exactly every conversation that I'm having can be a little weird. You're creating a new religion.
Yeah.
Silva's cool. I like him.
Good. Good
Polonius
to hear.
obviously going to be an issue.
Yeah. We hope to mitigate the more problematic sort of parts of worship of him. Yeah.
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 Good.
Okay.
That's all.
Pretty much all aspects of him are problematic. I'm just
yeah. Oh
gonna get out
yeah.
ahead and say that. So it's really better if, in this game that he has set up, he loses.
And how would he lose? The way it's set up currently seems like it again falls in his favor
Right.
quite
So
nicely.
we just have to beat him at that. And I'll be honest, I don't have the answer quite yet.
Okay.
But I do know what pieces I have on the game board. And frankly, I'm pretty satisfied.
Good.
I'm referring to you.
Oh man, you're the champion of At 10 Cat.
I mean, right now on Surugu, there are a few worshippers of Aten Cat. I'm not the. I just referred to myself in the third person. There's a few worshippers of me exclusively. There's a bunch of people who worship the champions more generally. Of all the people here, you're the most formidable, and you have improved yourself a ton. You're really coming along really well in your own quest of self-realization. Not the
Actually, like a stiff upper lip right now. Trying not to cry. Like
And
slowly bowing her head. Like
no, don't bow to me, please.
Okay, I'll try not to.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not your master.
No, of course not.
You are. And that message is what we really need to get out. We need to beat Polonius by being the better thing to be. And you, frankly, have the best mindset for that.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm going to be honest, if I had to put every member of At10 Ket in a arena and have them duke it out, you'd end up on top.
Wow.
On this island.
Yeah. No.
If it was the whole world, you'd lose the big badass Joe.
Of course, Big Badass Joe is legendary.
Everyone knows the Big Badass Joe.
Yeah. Come on.
And behind you would be Pascal. But Pascal, he has got a mind for numbers and invention. He is a literal big nerd.
He's a big nerd.
But he doesn't have that foresight, the ability to read people, the perception that really is required for leading and dealing with nature, divine nature. You've got that. You were wondering recently who should be in charge of your religion of Atinket and Silva, since you've already got a priestess of Polonius. He rolls his eyes a little.
Yeah. Freebie.
Well, I don't know who Silva's doing. But for me, it's you.
Shinichi's having a dream. Somehow. Shinichi would be
Wait,
having a
what?
dream, but he can't sleep.
It's you.
Well, I don't think I'm prepared for that kind of responsibility.
The fact that you don't think so
Oh,
makes you perfect.
that sounds like something Shinichi. Okay.
I'm not gonna
okay.
lie. The Sylvan guys they're pretty wise.
Yeah.
But I am literally a deity, so I'm no slouch.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm
yeah,
God, so.
Yeah. No, of course.
Wow, I can't believe you insulted Miss Cat.
No.
Check
no.
this out, and he lifts a whole planet.
Oh shit.
So yeah. This is a lot to put upon somebody, I know. But I trust you, honestly, to do this.
It's an honor,
I'm glad you think so.
and I will have to do my very best.
You will do your very best.
Okay.
You've never done anything else. And he sort of smiles at you beatifically.
Oh my god. Literally? No.
I like to imagine that the Tenket does that thing where he kind of leans forward and it's a little ambiguous as to what he's signaling.
No.
So Hal
What?
leans in for a kiss and he just kind of
No.
like pats her on the head.
What? No.
I've been watching a
How
lot of
did-
stuff
It's
lately.
past-
How did you read that out of this?
It's Pascal. It's Pascal. I mean, it's a 10-kit, not your free pass with Pascal.
I've just
I
been
mean-
watching a lot of Scrubs lately, okay?
Why?
It's good stuff. Fun. I just like it a lot.
All right.
But yeah, that's about it.
That's all. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no, it's not it. There are things I need to
Okay.
tell you about this. I'm not just,
Okay.
sorry, I'm not just gonna like tell you that. Hey,
It says,
create a religion in my name. And,
Okay, yeah.
Oh no!
just,
Wait,
like,
you're running
start
out of
hanging.
dream time. No.
Oh no. Wait, let
No,
me get my dream notebook out. Oh god.
Don't worry about dream time. It's time is irrelevant here. It's a dream.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
In Katsune is a cleric of mine. He works at their dojo as a spiritual advisor. The fact that he was in the dojo was what protected him from the Elder Temple.
Oh.
Find him. He can help you with the setting up a temple and consecration and all that jazz with ritual and stuff. All that good stuff. Otherwise, I'll be doing more of this with other people. Try to get people on these islands on the same page, but I do have phenomenal cosmic power, but on Logos there's only so much I can do.
Right.
Still, if you have a place to actually rally around, that'll help a lot. So, if you can establish a temple, like in Hayaba or something, pretty obliged.
Of course.
And, you
of
know,
course.
occasional shrine somewhere else.
That will
I don't know
absolutely
why,
happen.
honestly, I crave worship, but I do. I think it's just a thing of being a god.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
But yeah, it also lets me know what's going on. When people pray to me, that's how I can hear what's happening here. Because otherwise, I'm just talking to people through dreams, and like, honestly, you saw what your dream was. I go to half the people, and it's like, I am the pizza king of Viven. Look at me and my pizza throne.
The Pizza King
And
of
then
Aven. You see the Pizza King of Aven around the corner. He suddenly steps back away as he sees his head there.
Thank
Then I have to talk
goodness.
to them. I have to talk to them out of that dream. It's just like, no, man, let me go back to my dream. I was the pizza king of Viven.
Thank goodness you didn't come to me during one of my Pizza King dreams.
Is that the Pizza Pathfinder campaign?
Would have been really embarrassing.
It's actually Pow's dream.
I'm the Pizza King of Viven. It's me.
But yeah, that is my message to you, Pow.
Oh, okay.
My religion, I guess, as such as is pretty decentralized. There aren't too many titles, so I can't really like just tell you you are now the Grand Poobah of Atanket.
No, that's fine. I don't need any titles.
You're now
good.
the big bitch of a 10-cat.
Oh, hell yeah. That's a little racially charged, I think, for these guys, you know? Yeah. It'll be fun, though. Yeah.
I will.
I will not say anything Nuva said.
I will refrain.
Okay, now we actually are kind of running out of time. He says, checking his wrist.
What? Huh? Wait.
No, I mean, you have to get back to sleep, and I do have other god stuff to do.
Okay.
But
so weird.
Oh right, Amuntha.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. You? I didn't. Of course, I should have. That's. Can anything be done? Can we?
Well,
I feel so bad.
Well, hold up.
Okay, sorry.
Relax.
20 years ago, Amuntha disappeared out of the Contender's realm. I lost my connection with him for a 2-decade period, and now I can sort of sense him on Locus, but it's really weak and squishy.
And you don't know what's become of him then?
Yeah, I have no idea what happened.
Okay, yeah, he was pulled into Polonius's realm.
Okay.
And then sort of captured and dissected, and his body was sort of separated for a very long time. And then we helped him out, and he's very cool. But then Polonius sort of turned him into a ring, and now Pascal has the ring. He's a ring now. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Polonius dissected him?
Or had his, subordinates sort of, yeah. I guess.
For what cause?
What? Pardon?
Why?
I think because he was like a interloper in a realm he shouldn't have been in. I think.
Ow! It's me, your conscience.
Yes, please.
They tore him apart to eat him forever.
Oh, for that reason. Oh, I thought. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They tore him apart to eat him forever. I thought you meant the reason why he was torn apart in the first place. But no, yeah, with the intent to eat him, just nom on him, to eat his parts, all of them, in an eternal feast. Yeah.
The sky of this beatific realm darkens.
Oh shit.
Your conscience goes, oh shit, I'm out of here.
Oh no, come back.
I will be avenged. upon the minions of Polonius 1,000 times for this disgrace.
Well, I'm cool.
This simply makes our competition here.
Not ideal. Yeah, I agree. No, I see it.
No.
Yeah.
Far more ideal. I will
Oh.
destroy him at this.
Oh.
He will rue the day that he ever tried to ensorcel you and your friends into his domain. Anyway, you said he was a ring now?
Oh, yeah, he's kind of a ring now. Like a
What kind of ring?
Like that. I think it is
Sad
Pascal's
dog ring.
enchanted ring, right?
It is his enchanted ring.
Yeah, it's an enchanted ring. Previously existing enchanted ring, and now he is that ring.
And it
Do
looks
you know
like
what kind of ring it is?
I don't remember the name of the
it's the one that
enchantment, but it's the one that makes it so that you don't get gains.
so you don't need to eat. Bring a sustenance.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thanks, Conscience.
Thank you for coming back.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm out again. Bye.
It's stressful talking to a god. Holy shit. Yeah, that one. Oh my god.
I have no idea what that will do,
What is happening?
but I imagine
to a
that
god.
Pascal's gains problem will probably not be persistent.
In fact, I'll gain
Alright.
too much gains. You have to help him.
Yeah, just I'd keep an eye on that. As I said, I can't communicate with Amuntha right now. But if you're in proximity to the ring, you've got a pretty good mental connection with this sort of thing. Maybe you can talk to him.
Oh. I will attempt that. I guess
As I said,
haven't tried too hard. Yeah.
Pascal doesn't really have the mind for this. So it might just be that
Sure.
Amuntha is like trying to connect with him and hitting a wall.
I hope I've seen how much he's grown, though.
Oh,
Got really
Pascal?
big.
Yeah.
He hasn't grown at all. He's been 240 pounds since you left.
I mean, you know,
I know.
as a person. Okay. Just playing me. All right. Okay.
Sorry.
Playing me in my own dream
Yeah, I don't
by
get
a
a lot
literal god.
I get like no opportunities to. That's not true. I get all the opportunities to mess with people. Sorry, I can't help but take them.
Fair. You're allowed to, I think.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no one's gonna tell me no.
Yeah, no, that's true too.
But yeah, no, believe me. Pascal's soul was in jeopardy at the beginning of your journey.
He had a bad brush with death, and it shook him.
Yeah, I know. I saw.
Well, yeah, of course he did.
It's been different since then. I have to
Good.
say, that's his work. It's a lot your influence.
We've grown together.
I think you have. Anyway, I
Okay.
have to go and be a god to some other people. So, yeah. Good talking to you, pal.
Been an honor to talk to you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Man.
And thank you.
Pal
And with
gets her
you
her
awaken.
nightmare interrupted, but Sada doesn't. Sada just
It
gets
is
out the
morning.
nightmare.
You feel very well rested.
Oh, good. Okay.
And
Sada doesn't.
the army is preparing to mobilizing already as it prepares to. Actually, the army isn't, but your party is, as it prepares to leave to head to EO. And with that, we will stop for this week.
Sada is saddled with doubts
My God.
and worry.
You made me talk to a literal god for 25 minutes. I'm dead now. It's very stressful, even though he's a very casual, good dude.
And with that, the session is over.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
The session is now ended. Go in peace. And don't catch coronavirus.
I won't.